You know, it's really funny because when Final Cut first came out, I remember being so excited about the software. And when it came out, there were certain things that it didn't have as plugins that I just thought were ludicrous. And the three top main features I think that I like in an editing suite is a good coloring management system. So the wheels would be obvious, and it didn't come out with that. And then like video noise reduction. That's something that was always really important to me because I'm not always filming in ideal situations, especially if you're a run and gun shooter. So you always have film grain or low light noise in your film. So you're going to need to manage some of the noise in that film. And a good video noise reduction software is really important. And the other thing was just taking care of audio hiss. The basic noise or hissing or background noises that you get in your house, something that has a good noise reduction capability. And all of those things Final Cut didn't have when it initially came out. Since then, it added the color wheels, which has made color grading, in my opinion, so much easier in Final Cut, not to mention all the different masking tools and different things that they have integrated into the suite. But just the color wheels alone was a godsend. And then they introduced noise reduction, which is pretty good. I still use Neat Video Noise Reduction because the software is still supported in the software suite, and I've paid for it, so I have a license. But if I hadn't bought that originally and I needed to use something, the built-in video noise reduction in Final Cut is pretty good. And it's at least enough to get by on. And the only shortcoming left at that point was a good noise reduction software for audio, and there just wasn't one. So in this last iteration of Final Cut Pro 10 upgrade, this new feature called vocal isolation came into play. Now, at the surface, you'd think, well, I don't really know what that is. It's probably going to enhance the vocal range and kind of make it sound pronounced. Is it a compressor? Is it like some other kind of thing? It's actually, in my opinion, a good noise reduction software. And what it does is it tries to isolate what it recognizes as your voice. It has some AI going on in there, and it tries to push down or get rid of the distracting things around your voice, which could be either hiss or background street noise or exterior noises in your home for, things in your home like a refrigerator, a microwave, or an air conditioner going off. So it's way more than just audio noise reduction, but it's at least that, and it's very good at that. And I wanted to demonstrate today why it's such a great addition to Final Cut and why it's going to eliminate the need for so many third-party plugins from the audio standpoint. So let's take a look. So anyway, I'm recording this downstairs in my basement. I have a little bit of a studio, but it's got some echo and stuff on the walls. And let me just give you a noise floor test so you can hear how bad this area sounds. So you can probably hear some hiss and background noise, maybe some humming. I have a hard drive going over here, but at least you can hear a little bit of the noise. And if you can't hear the noise, put some headphones on so you can get a good listen. Now I'm going to give you a sound of the clip with the vocal isolation on, and I'm going to set it to 75%, and it's going to go now. And now without. And now back on. So you can hear it cleans up all of the exterior noises that are around my voice while maintaining the integrity and the sound, pitch, inflection, tone, everything of my voice. After you use this plugin, you can also do some equalization on your voice to make it sound a little better. But at least if you have a mistake and you didn't hit record on your recording device, or if you have a lot of noise and you're not happy with the way the end product sounds, you can use this plugin to help accentuate and, like just what it says, isolate the voice. Voice isolation, Final Cut, try it out. I'm going to do one more clip from my wife's recording the other day. We were going to do a voiceover, but she was happy with her just run and gun dialogue, so we left it, but the camera was just the camera mic. So let me show you how good it cleans up the camera mic in this setting.
First thing I'm going to show you is what it looks like when it's put together. There's 4 pieces. There's the flange, and that comes in 2 pieces. The smaller flange, which is 24 millimeter, and the larger.
Now let's give it a listen when I turned it on and I set the equalization to flat, and I put the voice isolation to 80%.
First thing I'm going to show you is what it looks like when it's put together. There's 4 pieces. There's the flange, and that comes in 2 pieces. The smaller flange, which is 24 millimeter, and the larger.
when you first turn voice isolation on, it automatically sets itself to 50%, which sounds pretty good right out of the box. So a lot of the people out there might just get away with hitting the button and not doing anything else. But it's a very simple thing to use. There's very little adjustments to make. Future improvements that I could see on voice isolation is maybe a couple sliders for hiss control and maybe hum control, and then maybe like voices and background noise or something like that. It's like little dial-ins to try to tweak it a little bit. But honestly, less is more in this case. I think just hit the button and turn it into where you want to be percentage-wise, and that's going to be good enough. But thought I'd share this with you guys. Hope you can find this and use it and put it to use. But it is probably the best addition to Final Cut probably in 1.5 to 2 years, in my opinion, I think. Yeah, because once we got wheels and we got video noise reduction, I was pretty happy at that point. But now I think I'm good. I think I can do pretty much all the videos that I need to do for YouTube, and everything that I need to do is within this suite now, finally. So thank you, Apple and Final Cut. You guys have a good one. Take care. Bye.